So in this video, I'm going to show you how to create one good base. So basically, I'll get the rest of the materials and then we'll start properly. Okay, so I've got everything we need to begin. First thing you're going to need to do is you're going to need to get some oak stairs, and you need to place them something like this. Okay, and once you've got something like this, then feel free, I'm going to stay here for 5 seconds. Okay, so you've probably gotten a good look. It's only made out of that 3 things. Don't get rid of any of that stuff because you're going to need it in the future. Now, you're going to want to whip out your oak block, build out there. So you go 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. And then 1, 2, 3, 4 again. I'm going to want to build a bit more. Just a tiny bit out. 3 blocks out. So once you have something looking like this, now you're going to want to grab some glass. Hopefully you still have that hole in the floor. You're going to want to fill it in with some glass. And there we go. And now, you're going to want to have some oak planks, logs. And you're going to want to just go down here and place them. Of course, if you want your build to have extra in the realism, place them on the stairs. And then, boom. Now, of course, I won't make you watch this, so I'll just do it quickly. And then once you've got something looking a bit like this, each corner, you're going to want to just get as closest to the middle as possible, and a support beam. Now, of course, that will be very viewable, but only if you look from the side. Now we're going to start to get to the middle. So now this is the place where we will now use the doors. So let's place that there. A block there, and a block there. Line out that one. Build up 2. And then, of course, you have to have a painting, so I really hope you have some sticks and wool. And then, just gonna wanna pick up that, place that there, and then place it something there. Something you like. This one's my favorite. Wait, hold on, sorry. This one's my favorite. I don't know if I've gone past it. Once you've got something, once you get that, you can. Now, of course, you don't have to add that unless you have a dog. Then yeah, sure. Oh, okay, I guess we want that then. And then you're going to want to place that there. That's probably made so many people angry. There we go. Now I'm just going to want to place some of this. Some more of this. And of course, you can keep the paintings if you like, but for right now I need the glass. And of course, once you've got the glass, you're going to want to place it somewhat like that. Now, sort of build like this. Of course, I don't know why I forgot to write that, but it's there now. Now, of course, if you like, you can make it a bit more fancy by doing something, of course, like this. Sorry, something like this. Okay, now, keep on forgetting to breathe when I'm doing this. That's a big window. Now, we're going to need to just place some wood here. Of course, if you like, you can bring some of this. And then, yeah, you're going to need tons and tons of materials for this build if you're not creative. And then you have something that will look a bit like this. Now, we can now properly begin on the roof. So make sure you build up just enough where you can jump. So this will be a perfect height. So hold on, let me fix this. Right, there we go. Got it. Now you're gonna want to place. Get rid of that because that's gonna make it awkward. Now you have the stairs, hopefully. Now I'm gonna place them somewhat like this. This is not where the house stands. Well, it is, but you know. So once you have the house looking a bit like this, now you're going to want to get rid of that first block. Place some of this here. Now excuse my slowness. So, you know what I'm going to do, don't you? Okay. Now we got this. We're only 8 minutes in. So, when you walk up these stairs, you will walk into a sort of a nice resort. Now, it may not look too good out from the outside, but it does look quite nice on the inside. So, hold on. Wait. Oh, how did I build it again? Hold on. Okay, that's confusing, but it works anyway. So now you're going to want to head all the way downstairs. Now this is where the fences properly come in. Because now you're going to have a... Sorry. Now you're going to have something, well, somewhat like this. Wait, hold on. Well, I gotta do something real quick. I've now remembered I've been doing this without, like, okay, I'm confusing myself. Without unpausing the video. And then, what you're gonna want to do is you're gonna want to just, well, say goodbye to the grass and dirt. Okay? And I said goodbye to this, say goodbye to the dirt and grass, I meant it. Okay, so now you're going to want to get some farm plots, make sure you have that water. Now you're gonna want to place all of that farmland. Don't worry, that's not gonna be awkward forever. Alright, so now, hopefully you have some wheat seeds and now you're gonna want to plant them. By the way, in case you're wondering what happens to all of the builds I've done in my videos, no, they don't get exploded. There you go. Yeah. Okay. That's enough. Now as for this area, you can basically do whatever you like with it. For me, ooh, yeah, I'm gonna do quite a bit with it. By the way, the interiors were at the end, so before we do that, now if you have shaders on, oh wait, hold on, then this would be an awesome. Wait, what have I done to the house? Alright. Anyway, so now you're gonna want to place some lanterns at the end of each corner. And of course, since crops like light, we're gonna add torches. Oh, wait, is that a green torch? I swear that was just a. When did they. Wait. When did they add that? Hold on, I'm gonna have a look actually. Okay, why did nobody tell me it was. Nobody told me it was it got added during the copper update. Bro. Okay. Well, anyway. Continuing on with this. I'm gonna keep it there, that, because I'm gonna need it. These stairs. Now, of course, if you watch my videos and watched my redstone one I did a while back, you know I love redstone, and this is my reaction. Okay, I was joking, I'm not gonna add anything redstone related, but I am, yeah, you can see by my inventory, can't you? I don't really need to tell anybody. Now you're going to sort of just do this. Boop, boop. I'm going to place my 2 shells. Alright, oh god. Of course, I'm going to add something right here. If we get lucky enough, if we can actually make it, which I don't even think you can. Yeah, you can't even make it. Okay. Now I'm gonna add some. So we won't need this, won't need that, won't need that, not even that, not even that, won't need that. So, once you got this type of thing, you're gonna wanna, well, you're gonna wanna see. I cannot be bothered to search for chest. Now, if you like, you can get your copper sword. Some copper arm. And of course, once you got all that, once you got the full arm set, the next thing of your, well, of course you're going to need is, I don't know what to do yet, because I can't find it, there it is. You're going to need that shield. There we go, I don't even know why I did the chest. Since when did I have that in my inventory? Now, of course, since this video is 15 minutes long, I'm going to finish it off with the living room. Here's a part that I thought of and completely forgot about, and that is the stairs. I'm going to need to find the one that looks most like metal. I'm going to go with this wax copper because it looks a lot like. Anyway, now we're going to want a copy block. This is incredibly long, it's 16 minutes long, oh my gosh. Now we are going to want some... When does it... When did they have that? Okay, the doors I'm used to, but seriously, when did they have copper bars? These copper's really taking over in this update. Anyway, so now you're going to want to place that there. Make sure you get all the way to the left. This is the tricky part, and that's the tricky part is actually getting into where the photo is goofy. Yeah, it is. Okay, so my brain should down. Okay, now once you've got all this, yeah, I'm pretty sure you know what I've built, don't you? Now, you're going to want to build some chairs. You have to make sure you have those chairs for the short people. Boom. No. Boom. 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 There you go, now you've got a little table. Now, boom. What is it like to ask for? Let's just ignore that. And there you go, some high chairs and some low chairs. Please don't think I said chairs, because I did not. There we go. And now, your build is completely complete. Of course, I'll give you the tool, the base. The basic tool will be for her. I'll also fix this. So first thing we have is the barn, which absolutely nothing is grown properly yet. Now we have the stairs, the first bit of the beast. Why do I keep saying base? What is wrong with me? Then we have the doors. Those are the big bloody part. Now we have the living room. Definitely the coziest. With the awesome copper armor, tools, and chest filled with nothing. And then we have the dining room, and even though it's a restaurant. Empty. Those smoke things Americans have. Enough British speed. Now we have the furnace, and now we have the chairs for short people. And chairs for tall people. What do we get else? Maybe. We get an absolutely horrible view. Anyway. that is the end of this video. I really hope this tutorial helps you make an actually good things. Bye bye.